What the ripples say about whether or not the SEC can be beaten. If Ripple still hasn't defended itself, when will they do so? What will the regular price be once the free trial is over? In today's video, we'll discuss these issues and provide solutions. Please subscribe to the channel while we get started. In the case between Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission, both sides have submitted their closing arguments and are now waiting for summary judgment. But questions remain about the scope of the regulator's authority to exercise oversight over cryptocurrencies and the unsealing of key documents. The latest update includes commentary from expert explorer John Deaton, who disputes SEC Chair Gary Gensler's claim that all cryptocurrencies apart from Bitcoin DC are classified as securities. It is interesting to note that the SEC is utilizing Ripple to sell supplemental security. On February 27, Deaton tweeted that there is no agreement on how to classify securities. In response to a remark by MicroStrategy Executive Chairman Michael Saylor, who argued that Gensler's comments show that consensus is growing on the classification of security, he made the above statement. Even though the summary judgment is still pending, Deaton has already discussed the potential settlement arrangements between the two parties. If the regulator determines that ongoing and future sales of extra power are not classified as security, Ripple has offered to pay a settlement of $150 million, as stated by Deaton. He did warn that the SEC's recent crackdown on the cryptocurrency industry made it unlikely that they would approve of the strategy. According to Deaton, the presiding judge could shed light on Mark's herpes secondary sales. It's worth noting that Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Alderoty, has previously implied that the SEC has very slim chances of winning the case at the Supreme Court based on past outcomes. Due to the few who had the fortitude to stand up to the SEC's sexist bullying and tenacious clinging to overly broad legal positions that were not faithful to the law, the agency has lost 4 of its last 5 cases at the Supreme Court, he claimed. Reportedly revitalized after journalist Roslyn Layton filed a motion to access the Hinman speech documents, the case is still ongoing. An explanation of the SEC's classification of securities may be found in a speech given by the former director of the Division of Corporation Finance in June 2018. To which Heinemann nodded in agreement, indicating that the same logic could be applied to other ARCs. Defense attorney James Fullen also disclosed new information about a class action lawsuit filed against Ripple in 2018. Investors who lost money on the sale of XRP as an unregistered security filed a lawsuit against the company and its CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, in California. Excerpt. They are asking the court to classify Excerpt as a security. Fireball stated that Deaton had submitted a motion to intervene as an amicus brief. The latest development concerns a new motion filed by the plaintiffs in opposition to Deaton's request to be joined to the case. Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderoty, has said that Gary Gensler shouldn't be involved in future decisions regarding the classification of cryptocurrencies. The attorney predicted that in the future, Gensler would make biased decisions. He did so by referencing an interview in which the head of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission claimed that all crypto assets except Bitcoin constituted a security chair. Gensler has reiterated his position that all cryptocurrencies, with the exception of Bitcoin, are unregistered securities, despite the fact that he is aware of the outcome of the case. Stutter tweeted that he would be unable to cast a vote in any enforcement case that involved the issue. On February 23, in a wide-ranging interview with New York Magazine about the cryptocurrency market, Gensler said that, unlike Bitcoin, all other cryptocurrencies were securities because there is a group in the middle and the public is expecting profits based on that group. There was a lot of backlash from the cryptocurrency community after his comments were interpreted to mean that the SEC had jurisdiction over all cryptocurrencies except Bitcoin. According to a tweet by Blockchain Association lawyer and policy lead Jake Chervinsky, Gensler may have already decided that all digital assets other than Bitcoin are securities, and the SEC doesn't have the authority to regulate all cryptocurrencies until it proves its case in court. Although the commissioner claimed leadership over the cryptocurrency industry, the attorney countered that Gensler's opinion is not binding law. Even though we can't predict what will happen with the case as a whole, we can look at what has happened to get an idea of what might be in store for the future of the lawsuit against Ripple, which has been ongoing for years. Cases like these can give us a sense of what might happen in March of 2021. Elbri, a blockchain-based sharing platform, was sued by the SEC for allegedly selling tokens without first registering them with the regulator. However, a judge on the Court of Appeals just ruled that tokens are not securities unless they're sold in the primary sale. If Ripple can convince the court that, like Lawbury did, it never held an initial coin offering ICO, then the company is widely expected to receive a favorable ruling. The price of XRP would increase dramatically if it were listed on major exchanges again, such as Coinbase and Binance US, should Ripple prevail. The Twitter profile photo of Ripple's chief technical officer, David Schwartz, has been changed to a photo with a message. Both the surrounding text and the term Ripple at the top of the page point to this being about the SEC's ruling against Ripple. People in the crypto community are wondering what Schwartz might be hinting at, and whether or not there are any clues to the case's resolution. A scrappy financial startup learns the hard way that the cost of disrupting the status quo is higher than they could have ever imagined when they get tangled up in a web of corruption and betrayal while trying to bring instant payments to the masses, as the profile picture message puts it. Twitter crypto enthusiasts are baffled by this message from the RC2 of Ripple and co-creator of XRP Ledger, and have been sharing and discussing screenshots of it in an effort to decipher its meaning. However, they do concur that the fight with the US Securities and Exchange Commission has been going on since late 2020. Many members of the XRP army have taken to Twitter to express their solidarity with Schwartz CEO Brad Garlinghouse and other Ripple executives who are working with the legal team to prevail in the lawsuit and protect the cryptocurrency industry from CIA control. In the opinion of many advocates of the crypto world, it appears that the SEC is making an effort to classify digital assets as securities and regulate them under the Securities Act. Returning to the analog beginnings of the 20th century, Ripple may have to compromise their long-term vision for the company in order to remain a going concern, as suggested by the Twitter account Ashley Prosperin, so that XRP can be recognized as a non-security like Bitcoin and Ethereum. The founder of crypto law in the US and a vocal defender of Ripple's position against the SEC, John Deaton, has revealed what he believes to be the primary condition on which the fintech startup will agree to settle with the SEC. His most recent Twitter thread claims this to be the case if and when the SEC approves documents declaring that XRP is not a security, allowing for its sale in both the primary and secondary markets. He believes that all 10 of the attorneys involved in this matter recommended a settlement. As Deaton sees it, Ripple would rather fight for complete control of the cryptocurrency market than accept any sort of compromise. The fact that Ripple is a fiduciary to its shareholders, in his opinion, means that it must reach a settlement. If Ripple declined the offer to settle and the case went to trial, it could be in court for a decade. Please leave your thoughts in the section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up on YouTube so you don't miss any important future updates. To receive quick updates anytime a new video is posted on Coin Lady channel. Please remember to hit the subscribe and notify buttons. You may see our other XRP history videos. In the meantime, you may catch us in the video below. See you in the next video. Bye.